Hey guys, Zanzibarz here with another Mindustry Hex Wars matchup. This time we've got Tree as an opponent, and Xetrov, another pretty good player. And I got a nice spawn point up here in the corner. Took me twice to enter the game, but that happens. I've actually been working on a lot of new schemes for the early game, or maybe not that many new schemes, but just theorizing how to improve it. So I've been working on that power. I think I have a better one now that I'll show in the next game, the next video. But we're going to start as usual with that early power and our drogs. Then we need a bunch of graphite. Tree was trying to come up to my corner over here, and that didn't work out, so I spawned right in here. Kind of unlucky for him. So that's slowed him down a lot. He had like a 10-second head start into the game, but that's gone now because of having to move back and forth. So unlucky for him. And sorry, we've got a few problems with the audio in this game. I almost didn't show it, but it was a win, and those are pretty rare against Tree. Really can only get them with some help, which you'll see happens in this one. But I wanted to show it because it highlights some tactical options. But yeah, this is part of the new early build order, going for extra graphite at the beginning. Something that a random guy does too. I've watched some of his videos and he's got some very smart plays, so hopefully I can learn enough to beat him next time that we fight. Helps if you connect the graphite though. Alright, so it's going, graphite's good. Got titanium flowing in. Gonna go for some thorium, that's what I like to do next. Couldn't find a really nice patch over there, but this is a great patch of thorium. And we'll double up on that. I apologize for a couple of beeps in the background for the audio as well. That's some notifications I should have disabled. But now I'm going to go for silicon, which in retrospect was premature. Should have had more graphite first, I think. I don't know, I haven't quite figured it out yet. I guess this is fine. Power's on the edge. Can't quite power all that, but thankfully we've got thermal generators, so that will help considerably. This hex, it's a mix of snow and, well, ice, sand, and someone mentioned, you know, ice is quite good for boosting water extractors, so I can get away with having the water extractor touch the pneumatic drill there, since we're on the ice, and I can do, well, I could have done just one water extractor if I set it up right for that graphite, but wasn't placed all that well. Now we're definitely out of power though, so Got to rectify that one first before we go any further. Let's not use the early power. That's we can afford the bigger stuff. Still thinking about silicon though. I don't think well, my early setup is fine, but see, now we're out of silicon. So, you know, what is the best build order so that you never run out of things as you're going? That's what I'm searching for in general. Drop another silicon in here. I've since realized that the one air blast is not quite enough for a silicon, for 4 silicon factories like this. You need 1 air blast, and I like to add in 2 pneumatic drills that are water cooled, and that's enough. But we'll get lots of graphite. Not oil right here. We want to go for fortresses. That's the idea. Since kind of going for high DPS and lots of eco. Since I know Tree's kind of getting harassed down in the south. Or at least he's got a neighbor, Xetrov, that he's got to worry about pretty often, so we go for some metaglass pretty soon as well. It's one I often forget to do, and then I'm stuck trying to build my power and can't finish it because there's no metaglass. Or my bigger silicon schemes and things. But at this point I do need more silicon. I haven't really gone for extra silicon yet, which I used to do earlier, so I think I should have gone silicon then meta. Well, I haven't been making the small long silly as much lately. I've just been waiting until I have plastic in order to make bigger silicon factories. I'm not sure which one's best yet. And I still like this plastic build. It's the one I've always used, made it myself, and it's fine, you know. I have some new ones that connect to the core that are better. See, yeah, but I'm out of silicon, so I needed to get probably more silicon before going straight to this. I mean, if I can finish it, then it's good, but can't finish it. So I'm looking for another silicon spot. And I go for another small one, you know, 4 basic silicon out of coal here. Shortly after this game I made a better schema for this, which I'll show in, I think, the next video. Depends which one I do next. I have a couple games lined up. Could show. Now I can finally finish it. And it's going to turn out well, rushing that much plastic so soon. It's going to give me a lot of options in just a little while. Get a bit more power, not the laser power. The sideways coal. You see, Tree's already at 8 hexes, so despite the slight setback of having to run up to the corner here and then run back, he's still already ahead. Would be interesting if he made YouTube videos. I could see his build order. We will see. I think they would do quite well. But yeah, I've been hamstringed from silicon most of this match. so far. So that is a shortcoming of the build order, but the plastic, very nice. I think we're good on power right now. But it's about that time. Silicon still killing us, even though we're not even making units, so... Now I should have enough power to address the lack of silicon, though. Yeah, finally. Double silicon. Let's check under those drills. Yeah, looks clean. Yep, even that one. Nice fit here. And wraiths are an ambitious choice when you have 0 silicon. So let's not finish that one just yet. But yeah, this is killer. Not moving fast enough here. That's what's holding me back from greatness, is making sure that I'm never stuck waiting for anything. Improved a lot. I've improved a lot in the last, well, since I got the game. 2 months, 3 months ago now. Yeah, as soon as we finish one double silicon, we'll go for another. That sand power should give us enough leeway to get this one set up. Well, not quite enough. Need more power. I love it when I can kill someone with just one stack of unit factories. Thank goodness we've got a battery storage now. It's giving us plenty of time to set this power up, well, if we can finish it. Should have turned off those wraiths, so we'd have enough silicon to finish this. I need just one of these, just in case anything breaks through, because I see everyone between me and tree is now dead, so there's a risk, for sure. Put that one on the backside, just in case we need more units in there. And we'll get a proper fort in the front here. Okay, fortunately I've got more wraiths at the moment. Right there in the proximity, but he's got a lot more wraiths further south. That cyclone fort should hold things nicely though, for now. Finally finished this power. Oh, we were out of power a while ago, but those batteries kept us going, so yeah, early batteries, very good. Now we're going for some air units. We're gonna add some titanium in. And let's just make sure power is not an issue for a while. Of course, I didn't quite get that titanium connected. Probably fix that in a minute, hopefully. Now we're missing graphite, which we had so much of earlier. Okay, good. Finish the titanium. Not too many units out on the map yet, which is very good. Now it's time for graphite. That's not a proper placement of the conveyors. A little bit of coal is going to leak onto that line. Yeah, it's fun to play against Tree there. 4 was commenting, you know. Ah, just gotta scrap the entire line. We will run it again. Okay, it's in. Rally the troops so they stop running to their deaths. Yeah, so at this point Tree has quite a few more hexes. We're in perhaps a bit of trouble, but we'll lay down a line of forts to counter his line of forts. The ones I'm putting down are not as strong as the ones he's using, but hopefully that's not a problem. Time will tell. I think I'm going to make more one-sided forts rather than using that Cyclone two-sided fort. It's not a bad sign, or it's a bad sign for this dagger factory if we can't even finish it because we don't have enough silicon for it. But we'll send those guys out to see what they can accomplish. Oh wait, we do have enough silicon for it. I wonder what was holding us back then. I just saw we had 11k silicon. Get some more graphite going. It's like I mentioned, the overall plan is to get in fortresses when we can. This little fort is, I think, is quite nice. A little cyclone, small defense. I'm gonna work on some improvements to it so that I can expand it, make a stage 2, you know, if I want. We're going pretty ambitious here, given that I have only pretty small forts guarding. But I haven't seen a lot of units out of Tree just yet. And I kind of have a tendency to start with fairly weak forts. Easier to spam those out, you know. That guy in the bottom left corner is asking Xetrov to stop. He's kind of surrounded though. It's not going to make much progress down there. Alright, I see that copper and lead could be a problem soon. So let's go ahead and make sure it's not a problem. Yeah, it's enough power. Make sure it's never a problem again. And we know Silly's been a problem, so Here's where we're trying some tactics. So I want, I know Tree's just strengthened the forts in the north, so we're going to switch it up and go to the south. I also like to have my units collect all somewhere and then switch them. Switch their focus so that someone starts to prepare a bunch of forts to counter them, and then I never finished this lead. But yeah, anyway, they build up a bunch of defense and then we attack somewhere else. It's proved valuable certain times. See, that fort's not really that strong. It has like 8 scatters, lots of arcs. My little cyclone one might even be stronger than that. But I don't have that many units right now, so I don't know why I was expecting my units to go straight across to Tree's fort there, but you know. We want a whole line of forts here. This line of forts is nice because, well, we gotta finish it quick here. Oh no, those are my own units. We're good. We've cut the map in half, and our half is bigger than Tree's, so that's huge for us, as long as we can maintain it. But, yeah, if his units are able to break through, we could be in serious trouble. But now we can afford to go for fortresses. 21k silicon, 8k graphite. Need more graphite, because that one's the lower one, of course. Make sure we're doing okay in power still. Xetrov's really, fully contained down there. It is a 2v1, but Xetrov only has 4 hexes, so he's not a huge threat, at least. I can't imagine he's got that many units. But I don't have to deal with anyone attacking me in the south, so that's a huge help for me. Yeah, so now we're going to switch it up to put some pressure from the north. Core's under attack. Not sure what that's about. So still my line of forts is a lot weaker than Trees, I think, but they're doing okay. I have some stage 2, stage 3 versions of them, if we need that. But you see, okay, so I'm moving all the units up north. They were in the south. I think he was strengthening the south, so we'll flip the script and put them up top. Need some more graphite. But we've got 11k graphite, so it's larger than it was last time we checked, even though we added 2 rows of fortress factories, so we're doing great with fortresses and with power. Okay, so Trees decided to end Xetrov first. Wise decision, then it'll be proper 1v1. But yeah, I've got a nice mass of units up here. Okay, Xetrov's playing on his phone. I don't think I've never tried that. It sounds very difficult. They're spreading out way too much. Let's not have them attack yet. Okay, so unfortunately Tree's already made it up here and is upgrading his fort. So while the tactic of moving things back up across the map. Yeah, I want them all to go to the same place for once. But he's already strengthened this this fort quite a bit with extra thorium walls and all that. Although it just has arcs for defense, so I think that was the kind of the shortcoming here. Tree didn't get a chance to place his much better forts with the fuses and cyclones and stuff. So, but still, my units didn't make much of a dent right there. Small chip in the side, but that's all. But not that many fortresses had been created and gathered up just yet. We'll mix in some daggers. I've got the silicone for it. Now we'll attack the middle, because I've seen the forts there, they're not too strong. And this is where all my fortresses are, so hopefully we can make a quicker attack. Alright, that's a slight problem. We'll go to stage 2. This is kind of ugly fort. I've been working on this one as well to make it better. But should do. It's holding nicely, so we'll just wall it off. Hope for the best there. This one might need an upgrade as well. Yep. Extra menders will help quite a lot. Yeah, GM bullies. Yeah, we definitely are kind of bullies to everyone else around. That's fair. Alright. That's a nice chunky group. Oh, why are they splitting up? Going to 2 different hexes, but they should have enough firepower to cut through that one. And I should have enough eco to make a bunch more of them. I have found myself recently with more eco than units. I need to do a slightly better job balancing that. You know, where you've got a big bank of eco, but not that many units on the field. Once you get to like 20k of something, then, well, that should have been units. Alright, so we broke through here. But tree's already back. We'll go away from that. But it's going to be a weak point, definitely now. And our fort held, thankfully. Took some damage, but not too much. But I can see that tree's going to mass down here, so this is where we're going to want to pressure and get that big ugly fort. I have a better version of this fort now, so might not see it that soon, but soon enough. I will mix in some wraiths, because if you've got a lot of land units, you know, the towers that counter fortresses are usually fairly weak to wraiths. Like a salvo is going to be pretty good against fortresses because they're very high damage, but they don't have area of effect. Whereas, so you know, that would be good against a fortress. Lots of HP, but wraiths are going to be great for harassment. They're also so much quicker too. They'll spread around the base and do a lot of work. Okay, but that's not good. Broke one of our forts. Now's the point in a typical game where I would be out of luck. This is a tough spot as well. Need to get these cyclone forts up ASAP, or these cyclones in defense. Unfortunately, I've got my own revenants coming past here. That's a huge help. Units fighting units, it's often kind of hard to control them to make sure that your units will fight back, but here we got lucky. And we can attack that fort that I think he just built, so it wasn't completely finished. And also that attack is broken up now without having done too much. Should have left a small space on that northern arc spam thing so that the daggers would try to run through it. Okay, but fortunately we were able to break this fort back. And these are definitely some tense moments. It could go either way. Absolutely right here. So my outermost layer of fort defense has been breached. A couple of very vulnerable hexes there in the middle for me are exposed. But I've got more units, I think. Unfortunately, his units are still going to my forts rather than coming down through the middle. Yeah, he's not able to finish any command centers in here because I just have so many units plowing through it all the time. We'll drop in some some lancers, just clean everything up in there so that we can build our own fort eventually. And now these are the tactical moves. I don't really want to throw my units right into all of his well-defended forts. No. We're not going to go for that. We're going to go right the way around. Yeah, Tree senses the danger here. But I'm leaving that other command center because... Okay, and that was also nice that I picked up the hex. Okay, but I'm leaving this command center because I don't want him to cut through next to his fort before coming around like this. So yeah, we're going to get him in here. I want to make sure that enough fortresses walk up this way, so that's why I'm waiting. Wait for him, wait for him. Okay, let's go. Thankfully most of them go to the southern hex. And we got nice revenants doing some work there. So yeah, now things are going fantastic. And we can rebuild that fort that we lost earlier. So the chink in the armor is sealed at this point. You see in the south, still have a huge clump of fortresses. It was a fun one, yeah. That tactical shift was huge for us. Now, when I play Tree, he's always looking out for that too, so he's already wised up. It doesn't work as well now, but caught him by surprise a little bit. That's also where Xetrov was before, so that's another thing to go after. There's a gap where another player was. Okay, look at that. The fortresses are plowing right through the back now. Now he's in the position I'm in a lot. Okay, but he just ends it there. So yeah, GG. Tree exits the match with his eco under threat. Thanks for watching, guys. Like,